Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the most compassionate, and the most merciful. We are interpreting Quranic ayahs and verses, verse by verse, and in chapter called Al-Baqara, we have reached verse number 10 and onward. In the verse number 10, Allah is saying, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, fi qulubihim maradun, fazadahumullahu marada, walahum adhabun alim, bima kanu yakzibun. The simple translation of this is that in their heart is sickness and illness, and God will increase their sickness, and there will be chastisement, a painful chastisement and painful punishment for them, as they were liars and they have cried lies. This is a simple translation of it, but it is a continuation of the discussion that Allah was mentioning to a group of people who are claiming that they are believers, they have believed in Allah and the day of judgment, but actually they are not believing, just they are claiming that, and they are deceiving Allah and those who are believers. They want to deceive them. They actually, in practical, they are deceiving them because they are not doing according to what they believe. So it means that they are really not believing. And Allah puts the reason forward to us, that what is the matter that, oh Allah, you are saying that they are not believers. Allah is saying that in their heart, here in Quran I said that heart, qalb, means the center of thinking, the center of vision. What is the decision-making power? That is called qalb, because qalb, it is something that can avert things from this situation to the other, and what is causing aversion is thinking and vision and mind change. So basically, from this word, it means mind and vision, and what a man have ideology. So Allah says that in their heart is sickness and illness. And what is that sickness? Well, that sickness is that they are involved in the worldly matters, and their priority is not Allah and the day of judgment, but their priority is this world and what is in this life they have, what is they are enjoying, or what is they are doing, or what they are related to, or what they are involved in this worldly and materialistic life. This is the sickness that they are in, and this sickness and this illness causes them to act according to this mind of sickness, and letting Allah and the day of judgment behind this and not in front. And what are the sign of these people? If we want to know that whom are these people, they are deceiving Allah, they are claiming Iman and belief, but they are not. The signs of them is said here forward in some ayat. Some verses are only putting forward the signs of those who are actually not believer. but just claim. In verse number 11, Allah is saying that you can check this kind of people with these signs. Number one is وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. When it is said to them, "Oh people, oh who you are claim that you believe, do not make corruption, do not cause corruption, do not make things go wrong." If you do like this, if you for example lie, so it will affect so many people, and so many events will be affected by one lie. And if you deceive some people, or if you do something according to your own wants and not according to the laws of Allah and what Allah have commanded you to do, then you will make things corrupt, and it will cause so much corruption. Maybe in the whole land it goes there, and as it is going, someone is doing something and the other is taking lesson from that, and he is following him, and then he also does the same, and then this game goes on and on and on, and you will see that everybody is involved in such a curse and such a bad matter. And this is what is called spread of corruption in the land, what is called, Allah is calling al-fasad fil ard. So Allah is saying that one side of them, one sign that you can recognize these kind of people is that when it is said to them, la tufsidu fil ard, do not make corruption, do not cause corruption, they say, innama nahnu muslihun. Oh, you are calling us to not to make corruption, while we are reformer. We are the one who put things right. We are not only not making any corruption, but we are the one who are doing things right, and we are reformer. They do not even take it, and they don't want somebody to tell them that do not make corruption. They claim that they are the reformer of here, and what they do is a kind of reform that they want to make in the human society. And this is we see so many of things people they do, and they claim that they are reforming while they are destroying, and devastation is the result of their what they do. And so much people are in misery and devastation, and so much corruption all over the land is seen. And what is the cause of that? The cause of that is the same people who say that they want to make reforms and they want to make things right, but actually they are destroying, and they are making corruption, and they are worker of corruption. And they say, innama nahnu muslimun, we are reformers. Here God again says that what they say is not the right statement, because here Allah gives his own view and say, Allah innam humul mufsidun. Truly, unquestionably, and undoubtedly, they are the one who are the worker of corruption, and they are doing corruption, and corruption is their main act. وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. But the matter is that they are not perceiving it, they are not knowing it, they are not aware of it, because this is their life, and all their acts and deeds are made like this, that they believe in them, and actually they are following to do all those things. So when somebody's life is like this, that he is really thinking what is he doing, it is the thing that he should do, then he will say the same, and he will at the other hand, they are claiming that they are believing in Allah and they are believing in the day of judgment, while they are doing totally against that. The other sign is mentioned in the verse number 13. It is said here, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسُ. And when it is said to them that your iman is different from that of the common people, you do come to believe like those of other men, those of other people. There are so many people, they have become believers and they are doing according to their belief, and they are acting according to the commandment of Allah and what Allah has commanded them. They are obeying Allah and they are doing that all in the frame of those things which are said and allowed by Allah, and not according to their own will and their own wants. So when it is said to them that become mu'min and become believer as other people become believer, they in response say a very strange statement. They say that you want us to believe like those are fool people. Even they call believers as fool, because these people are letting so many things go and they do not enjoy it and they do not get it because Allah does not allow them to do though, and they just abstain from that and keep themselves away from those of haram things like deception, for example, like lying, like taking others property, like so many things that are not allowed in Sharia and in law of God. So they are doing according to that. So they somehow they are cutting their benefits. They are cutting their life from such big benefits, and they are keeping away from all those things. So in the view of these people who are claiming to be believer but they are not believer, in their view, these people who are not getting this available benefits of what is available to them, and they are just abstaining themselves, they are fool people, because if something is available in their view, it should be taken and the benefit should be taken. But here mu'min says no. When Allah says it is forbidden for you and it is not allowed for you to involve in that, to take it, then he abstains himself and keep himself away from that. So this act of obeying Allah and obeying God's commandment makes this kind of people to think that these are fools. So they say, if you want us to be believer like those of these people who are not enjoying life only for this, that the Prophet has forbidden that thing or made it haram, and Allah has commanded that this thing is haram and it is not allowed, this is an foolish act. So they say, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا, when it is said to them, believe as آمَنَ النَّاسِ, as the other people believe, قَالُوا, they in response say, أَنُؤْمِنُ كَمَا آمَنَ السُّفَهَاءُ, you want us to believe like those are fool people? أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ السُّفَهَاءُ. Here God gives his view and his notice and says, be sure, unquestionably, indeed, they are the one who are those of fool people. They are fool, and they are someone that is not on the vision and does not have wisdom. They are fool. They are not on the sense, and they are senseless, or this kind of people, they are fool. Allah innam humus sufa walakin la ya'lamun. But the thing is that they are not knowing. They are not. They are unaware of what their own situation is, and this is called in some languages combined ignorance. It is said combined ignorance. Combined ignorance is that somebody is not knowing, and the next step is that he is not knowing that he is not knowing. Even his ignorance is not known by himself. He thinks that he knows. So, this is their condition. They are not knowing, they are not aware, and also they think that they know and they are doing best. So, this is what Allah's analysis is for about them. From the next ayah is another sign of them is told here, and inshallah we will do it in the next session. Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. God bless you.